Hi folks, it's Moz here, and on the workbench I have the plastic to Revell's brand new Lockheed Martin F35A Lightning II. So yeah, out of the blue, Luke said, I've got some plastic here from the first run of this tooling. Would you like it to build to see what you think? And I said, yes, please. So he sent it to me, and we're going to have a look at the plastic. He sent the instructions by PDF because they're not printed yet, and the decals are on their way because he said they're leaving the cartograph factory this week. So I've got the plastic here. We're going to have a little look and see what it looks like, have a look through the instruction manual, and then hopefully I'll crack on this week and build it ready for the decals to come. Just looking so far, I don't need the decals at this precise time. I can build it and paint it as is. Just got to leave the cockpit, I think, till last, and then I'll have the stencils and the decals for whichever scheme I'm going to do. I believe it comes in 3 modes. So you've got like a flight mode, you also have an air-to-air combat mode, and you also have what they call beast mode. Jump on the workbench, let's open up the bag and let's see what the plastic looks like. First off, let's have a little look at the plastic that's been sent to me. So let's get in close so you can see. Let's just zoom in a little bit. There you go. You can see the plastic itself. You can see all the recessed panel lines, and there's the ram tape. Now, there's always that debate on whether it should be a decal or should it be embossed on the model itself, and I think Revell have chosen wisely with that. And it doesn't look too staunch, if you know what I mean. It looks pretty pale. So on some of the kits I've seen, it can be quite in your face, but I think looking at the plastic here, I don't think it's too bad. Actually, I quite like that, actually. Looking very nice. Some more little parts at the side there. Moving down through, you've got little bits, and you've also got some of the gear in there. Some of the doors, I guess. I think that's doors. And there you are. So there is this one here. It's not as you think it is. This one's frame D. So that's frame D. Also on the other side, you've got there's the Revell stamp of approval there, and then you can see there it's 03799 1/72 scale, Lockheed Martin, copyright 2024. But it's due out in March, I believe. So if you want to get your hands on it, and there's also a hose there to drill, which I believe is for your Lundberg lenses and your drag sheet, so you can decide if you want to attach them or not. I think the lens was more used in peacetime work, I believe, and it makes it more visible to radar. That's what it's alleged anyway. So, but you can decide whether you put that on or not. So that there is frame D. On to frame C, which is the belly of the beast. We'll have a good look at that. We'll get in close and see. We'll just zoom in there, and you can see also you've got some nice lines underneath. I said raised bulges and parts. Very nice. I'm just going to say that when it comes to the Lightning, it has one major nice 6-pack underneath. All those bulges and everything, they look absolutely fantastic, and I think it's lovely. Again, some detail there. You've got the part of the, I think that's the front wheel there, gear in there. You know, just looking, it's very nice, isn't it? It's quite a tooling, really. There's a turn underneath. Not much detail really, but you do have the holes here, which you will have to drill out for your weaponry. So if you want some side winders added, and is it your paveway 2, I think it is, you can add that to your model. And that is frame C. Frame B, you've got parts for your Pratt & Whitney turbo fan, moving down through, and as I said, it's some lovely detail there that you can pick out if you want to when you build this plane. Some lovely detail. Fantastic. Just turn them over and go back over it. And the injection pin marks look like they're going to be hidden, so I don't think you're going to need that much work on filling them in and hiding them. I think they're mostly hidden anyway. Brilliant. Very nice indeed. So that one is frame B again. Right then, this is frame A. So that's where all of it happens here. There's your belly there, which has got a few parts that you have to add to it. But yeah, you can pick this out and add, paint it. I think it's all white, and then you highlight certain parts to this. But yeah, very, very sweet. There's your pilot figure there. So look at the pilot figure. Yeah. Trying to see where his head is at. Oh, I've just seen his head. We'll show that in a minute. There's your injector seat there. Some detail there. Keeps moving down through. There's your fan. Your wheels, they're 2-part wheels. So you're going to have to tape them up. There's no separate hub on this one. Just trying to get in close to the head of the pilot, and you can see it's a helmet with mask and pipe at the bottom there. It's quite difficult to film this without touching the camera. So you get a bit of a look. It's okay. Let's have a look at the back side of it. So yeah, there, I believe that's your helmet, with the head of the pilot just there. Trying a bit closer. What's your thoughts on that? Leave them in the comments below. Just quickly jumping in here to ask, if you're not already a subscriber, could I ask you to consider becoming one? Just click subscribe, ring that bell, click all, and you'll be notified when I release a new video. It really does help the channel, and also if you can give it a like, that also helps. Cheers. As you display there for inside the cockpit. Yeah, lots of detail on this. Yeah, there's a 2-part canopy on this, which is nice. So you'll be painting this up and then just slotting the glass on top. it's ironic, really, isn't it? You're gaining on this. Masking up a canopy is a bit of a bitch anyway. But you have to mask up the wheels. We'll give you one, but not the other, Revell. I think that's cockpit tub there, I believe. And yeah, just turn them over so you can have another look. Yeah, it does look very nice. Plenty of scope here, most definitely, on what you can and can't do with this kit. So the back of the pilot is flat, so that'll fit onto your injector seat nicely. There you are. Basically, that's it. Perfect. And then the final sprue. Basically weaponry, you've got your side winders there, your AMRAMs, your Paveway 2, and is it the JDAM? Is it JDAM, I think they call them? But yeah, some more little parts there for you to work on. There's your pylons. Move them up, turn them over. And there is a call out in the instructions, and you've got decals for some of these weapons as well. So you can get it as accurate as you so wish. And the final thing to look at is the clear sprue, which is F. And as I said, the canopy comes in 2 parts. That's the the window which goes underneath the cockpit just by the front wheel, front gearing, and it's got it's like a prism really. And there you go. And I don't know what that part is there, I really don't. I have to look at the instructions to see. So let's have a little look at the decal sheet. As I've said, I haven't got a physical copy here because they're being printed by Cartograph, and I think they're on the way to Germany now. But Luke has kindly sent me a PDF of the sheet you're going to get inside this kit. So you have plenty of common ones on the top there, and which is basically most of the bulges, I believe, lots of diamonds. And then on the right you'll see the weapons, so you've got your yellow stripes. You can also spray them on, obviously. And then you've got the bottom half, which is A, which is United States Air Force, which you'll probably use for your beast mode. Then B, which is German, and then C, which is Netherlands. Now for the instructions, and you have a call out of the colours showing you what to mix and decide what you're going to use. Then you have a sprue tree call out, which is always handy, showing you what parts are on each sprue. And then you've got the build, and it's simple step by step, as Revell do, in nice colour call outs, really colourful, showing you when to build if it's ground up or in flight mode. You'll see those silhouettes, and if it hasn't got those silhouettes, you know that it's a common build for them both. Got choices of weaponry, etc. And when you finally you got the pilot, and then at the end of the instruction manual you have the call outs for the stencil detail as well. So yeah, a good concise instructions that come with this kit. So there you are, that was a first look at this Lockheed Martin F35A Lightning II from Revell in 1/72 scale. I've got some box art here, and you can see that it's going to come with 143 parts. The length of it is 21.8 centimeters, and the width of it is 15.3 centimeters. 3 schemes that you can play with, and you've got 3 modes as well. Like I said, you've got the combat, or is it stealth mode, you've got the air-to-air combat, and you also have beast mode where you can just weapon this model out. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts on this. Is this something you're looking forward to building? I know there's been many Lightnings out there, and we've had the Tamiya one, etc. But this is Revell's first tooling of this. I think they reboxed the Italeri one back in the day, but this is their own plastic, their own tooling, and they've put their own spin on it. So yeah, this week I'm going to be building it, and I'll probably do a video on it, and then hopefully by the end of the month I should get the decals as well, and I can finish it off and have it in some sort of build stage for you to look at. And I think that's it. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, click like. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, ring that bell, click all to be notified when I release a brand new video. Any questions, any comments, leave them in the box below, because I do reply. And a huge shout out to my channel members who help me financially with this channel. If you'd like to become a member, just click join below and select which membership tier you so wish. We do have a Thursday night workbench build series where you can jump on the workbench with me and we can talk about scale modelling. If you've got any problems, talk to me and I can help you as best I can. Don't forget, my book is available on Amazon, and I'll leave a link in the description box below where you can purchase that, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.